Plaintiff Carrie Hemans has a child with the defendant, and she claims he is the poster child for deadbeat dads. Carrie says the defendant hasn't been there for their daughter, and he only pays child support when he's forced to by the courts. Carrie's suing him today for back child support. Defendant Michael Kelly says he and Carrie were teenagers when their daughter was born, and now Carrie denies him visitation. Michael's countersuing because the defendant posted a defamatory picture of him online.
Start with you.
Well, you've probably heard this story 100 times before, but Mr. Kelly here, in my opinion, is the poster child for a deadbeat dad. He's financially absent, no emotional support.
How long have you had a child together?
Kaylee was born December 15th, 05.
Okay.
So this is ongoing, same.
Well, how much does he typically miss? How many months per year? It's been 6 years.
He only pays when a contempt hearing comes up.
Really?
And you have the minimum purge, and they say you have to pay this amount. You know, they send the paperwork 3 to 4 weeks early.
So he only pays when he's charged with contempt by the court and is threatened to be arrested.
Right.
Okay.
So,
sir, is that true?
Yes.
Go ahead. At least he's honest. Go ahead. He only pays when he's forced by the court.
Right, right, and the minimum. And like I was saying, you know, they give you 3 to 4 weeks notice that your date's coming up. You could pay it 2 weeks before, a week before. Now, he waits the day of court. So, I mean, it's like pulling teeth.
You all go before the same judge each time, don't you? And the judge is going for that game every single time?
I guess that's, I don't know why. I don't know why there hasn't, you know, you could get license suspension, probation.
No, you can go to jail.
That too. But, you know, there's steps. First, they'll put you on probation. They put him on probation
I know
once.
the law. I know how it goes. They don't have to put you on probation. They can lock you up.
Right, but they don't. That's the problem.
All right. Have you asked the judge to have him locked up? Because if this has happened 6 years.
We've been through modifications and dealing with back and forth, in and out, changing everything. And there's nothing.
So he's gaming the judge and the system and you. Go ahead. What else you want me to know about your relationship?
Our relationship was okay in the beginning. He cheated on me.
It went both ways.
Okay.
You went both ways? Well, what's wrong with that? I mean, there's no problem. Hey, we don't discriminate. I mean, nothing wrong with that if that's your choice.
Cheating went both ways.
Okay. We were young. We started dating. We were together not even 2 weeks. Yes, I did cheat on him.
Okay.
But
while I was preparing the baby's room, that wasn't even my child.
So why are you making it an issue of him cheating if you did the same thing?
Well, right, but like I'm saying, we were just starting out.
All right, whenever you did it.
It was an honest mistake. We worked through it. We got through it.
So
and it never happened again.
If you did the same thing, why are you mentioning it as if he has done something wrong?
Because he continued to cheat. And when he continued to cheat, he didn't stop.
All right, we want to talk about who did it the most, so let's count. How many times for you?
How many times? 3 different girls that I know of. But
you cheated with 3 different girls?
No!
That's awesome.
Now, say how many times for you?
I cheated once.
All right. How many times for you?
That I don't know.
Unlimited. So many you can't recall.
I would say 5 or 6.
Okay, you got a little catching up to do. Go ahead, sir. You give me some background on the case.
First of all, for her to call me a deadbeat dad is kind of ridiculous. We got together when we were in high school. She was 16, I think I was 14. She was pregnant with another man's baby. I was there for her. I did my best to take care of them.
How old were you?
14 when I met her, when we started dating.
Were you living at home?
Yes, I lived at my mother's and she lived at her mother's.
Well, what did you do at 14 to take care of her and her child?
I went to work pretty much and, you know, helped her out with money.
You had a full-time job at 14?
No, because I went to school and then I'd get kicked out of school so I could make some money. And then I would help her out, whatever she needed, like whatever she wanted. Just whatever, like I just tried helping.
Go ahead.
And about a year later, she got pregnant with my child. Things were great for about a year or so. Then things just started going downhill. You know, between like partying, cheating, and just you know, being teenagers and being children, having children, pretty much. That's all it came down to.
Yep, babies having babies is what they call it.
Now we're trying to take care of two kids, not even knowing. So eventually when I turned 16, I moved in with them. I quit school, got a job, and then we ended up fighting all the time. It was just back and forth fighting. And so one incident in 2007, she hit me, and ended up like calling the cops on her, and she got charged with harassment. So that was pretty much it. Like, we pretty much just separated after that point.
And why haven't you paid your child support consistently? And you even admitted that the only time you pay is when you're threatened by the court to be locked up.
Yes, because of the fact that she'll do whatever she wants. I go months, 3-4 months, not even knowing if my kid's alive because she won't let me see her. I call, they don't answer, and then it goes from like, oh, well, I'm mad at your mother, so I'm not gonna let, I'm not gonna let her. Now she can't see your mom, but she can only see you. And then, oh wait, I'm mad at Mike, so she can only see your mom and not you.
How often do you go to court?
How often do I go to court?
Yes.
I think I've been to court twice or 3 times.
All right.
I don't go in front of the judge because I'll wait like a month or so to piss her off this way, and then I'll pay it because you know what? She wants him to not let me see my kid and do whatever she wants to do. It goes both ways.
You forgot the baby needs food, huh?
Yeah.
You think all the baby needs is to see you? No. Baby needs to eat. Baby needs a roof over her head. The baby needs a lot more than just to see you. And so you playing these games talking about you're not paying because she doesn't let you see the baby. And that's why I asked how many times were you before either a judge or a magistrate, because have you told them one time that she has refused to allow visitation?
Yes.
And what is their response?
To go online and I have to fill out a form and send the form in and go in front of courts and pay more money to see her. Huh?
Have you done that?
No.
So you don't want to see as much as you claim. You're just trying to get out of paying child support. Otherwise, you'd have done what you were advised to do. If it's so important for you to see your baby and she's denying you access and you claim that this is the reason you don't pay your child support, and all you have to do is go online, but you have not. Instead, you use that as an excuse to be a deadbeat. Go ahead, ma'am. You don't have any other babies out there, do you?
Yes, I do.
How many?
1.
Do you pay child support for that one?
No, he lives with me.
And he sees them every day.
I would see Kaylee too.
Well, why doesn't he see your child?
Now, I'm
or
not
you all's
perfect.
child?
I'm not perfect. We're young. We've made a lot of mistakes. We're young parents. But my daughter doesn't deserve to go without her father, regardless of finances or how we feel about each other.
Yeah, he says you deny.
Broken promises will not raise my daughter.
Please look at me and talk to me.
I had made an agreement with Mike. I told him, I said, you can't just take Kaylee when it's convenient for you. One weekend you take her and then daddy's going to come get you next weekend and then daddy doesn't show up. You don't hear from him for 2 months. And I was trying to figure out a formula to make it work and stop my daughter's pain, because I didn't know, was it better to cut him out completely or have her sit and wait for daddy not to come? So I was trying to figure out what was best for her.
Because when I try to go,
if I could have a court order for him to be a daddy, I would, and we wouldn't even be here today.
Obviously, I think it's you. It's not me.
No, it's no such thing.
I'm there for my kid every day.
I am far from perfect. I'm young. I'm stupid. There's a lot for me to learn.
Let me educate you a little. And the first piece of education I want to give you is not to put the child in the middle of you all's nonsense. Do you have your paper? Do you have something from child support saying how much he owes? And sir, your counterclaim is for defamation.
Yes.
How has she defamed you?
She went on my Facebook, took one of my pictures, cropped me out of it, and put a logo stating like "Deadbeat Dad, ladies be aware of it." Now I don't know a landscaping business, so I can't have that. I can lose clients from that.
Own your own landscaping and still have to be forced by the court to pay under threat of going to jail. Gotcha.
It's because I don't get to see my child.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with
Yes,
it.
it does. It has everything to do with it.
doesn't. The child still needs to eat. Now, you say that she has defamed you?
Yes.
Is that the picture? And what does she say about you?
Ladies be aware and don't get involved with this man.
She says, beware not to get involved with this man. She put deadbeat dad, right?
Yes.
And do you know the #1 defense to defamation? Truth. Because you are a deadbeat dad. You just admitted not paying. By your own admission, you don't pay because you don't see your child. You know more than a deadbeat dad. Judgment for the plaintiff, deadbeat dads, is dismissed because you are exactly that. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
I just want you to be there for her, please. like I told the judge, I'm trying to do what's best for her, and I don't always know what's right, but I'm trying to do what's right for her, and I don't want her to hurt. I don't want her to feel a void because of the broken promises. I'm just trying to figure out what's right.
I have nothing to say.